Well, Christianity, strangely enough, does answer all of my questions. I mean, it's the lens through which I view reality. It's how I make judgments. It's how I respond to others. It's how I define reality to all intents and purposes. The Christian myth makes sense to me. It provides a world as orderly and stable to me as the Greek myths did for the Greeks and the Romans did for the Romans. I don't live in a dark world. I mean, I don't live in the sense that everything is going to go up in flames and we're all destined and doomed and terrible things are happening. But I do believe we live in what the scriptures refer to as a fallen world. Christian theology speaks of it as a world that has not achieved its ideals, and we are struggling and moving towards them and trying to manage as best we can. And certain ideals and ideas have been set before us. The person of Jesus Christ, for me, is such an idea and an ideal. I believe he really existed, but that doesn't diminish the ideological power or the sense of imagination that is employed. And I aspire to live my life in the light of what I understand that truth to be, a truth which I have received through the wisdom of thousands of other smarter and cleverer people who existed before me. I admit to being a child of the Western Christian experience. And I embrace it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not embarrassed by it. And I don't deny my dependency upon it. It's the vocabulary with which I work. When I travel, as I often do, through Western Europe, and I look at those great cathedrals and those monuments, they all speak to me. They all make sense to me. It's describing a world in which I did not live, but which still lives for me. And that's very important. Part of my work, I suppose, is trying to call back as best I can the life of that world to people who are far removed from it. I'm much comforted by the remark G.K. Chesterton once said that Christianity is not a religion that has been tried and failed. It's a religion that has been wanted and never really tried. And my job is to try it and get other people to try it on for size and hope for the best.